afternoon. You guys can hear me really? As you can tell, my voice is cracking. I'm nervous now. Got close spot. So I just want to first thank Chief Petty Officer Easton. You corrected me earlier. So I never heard of the Navy League until I got invited here, and it's pretty cool to be here. You know, learn a little bit of what you guys do here. So I just want to go first and say thank you. I never had this opportunity to come up here. I've never been to the Palm Desert or Palm Springs. All right, so this is my first, and I've been in Southern California for almost 12 years now. So very, very thankful for that. I know you said something about the young folks. You know, get to experience this stuff now. I never got to experience this. I don't like to travel too much, especially in the military. You know, we're always, you know, busy, so I'd rather just stay home and relax. So, thank you. So, just a little bit about myself. I was born in New York, raised in Florida, so I moved down there when I was about 11 years old with my family, and that's where I joined the Navy at DeLand, Florida. So, I joined the latency program in August 2003, right after my graduation, and then left for boot camp to Chicago Great Lakes in 2004 of April. So I did both my boot camp and A school there for an engine mechanic, and I left there about September of 2004 and went to my first command, which was in Norfolk, Virginia, and that was on the USS Eisenhower aircraft carrier. I never liked it. It was a floating city, so it was way too big for me. I was there for about over a year and still got lost every day. So it was tough. And then I managed to come over to the West Coast, which was San Diego, which was beautiful. Now, I never expected to be over here in this side of the country, but ever since I've been here. So I got here, I came to the USS Comstock, which is an LSD. So they do a lot of amphibious, deployments to work alongside with the Marines. So you've probably seen them around down south in San Diego. Then from there, I went to did my shore duty at Southwestern Maintenance Regional Center, which is pretty much a repair shop. So we did a lot of repairs for all the ships on the waterfront in San Diego, Southern California. So it goes from 32nd Street, which is a naval base, San Diego, all the way to North Island, and to Naval Amphibious Base. So all three bases we worked on ships or crafts on there. All right, and then from there I went to North Island, which is a NASNY, the Naval Air Station, over in Coronado, California, which is also in San Diego. And I was at Mezeron, which it got changed to Coastal River Squadron 1. It was called Maritime Expeditionary Squadron 1. So all they do is we provide security for the ships port deployed out. So whenever a ship pulls into port, they moor up, and we just provide security. So in case anybody wants to come and attack our ship, just like they did on the USS Cole. So that's been going on for years, like the actual unit, but it got uplined again in 2000 when the USS Cole was attacked. So that's why that's what the unit was on before this. Now I came to Assault Craft Unit 1 in November of 2014. So I've been there for 2 years now. Just got back from a deployment in September with the USS Harper's Ferry. So my job on there in the command is I'm an engine mechanic. I'm a chief engineer on board at LCU, which is a landing craft utility. So we have a pretty much max personnel is 14 people on board that live on board. So we can sustain ourselves for 10 days off the sea by ourselves without any replenish. And then we do ship-to-shore movement with Marines and Navy sailors. All right, so pretty much this deployment we just did, we got the opportunity to drop off some tanks up in Georgia. And like I said, we worked alongside with a bunch of Marines, and it was a good opportunity being with there. I'll be there till September this year, and I should be transferring. I don't know where I'm going yet, but hopefully I'm trying to stay in Southern California. But it looks like that probably won't happen. Everybody's trying to stay out here in San Diego or California, period. So it looks like I might be going elsewhere, maybe Chicago or back to Florida, hopefully. But we'll see. Going back to my command. So my command, Assault Craft Unit 1. I know some people get us mistaken with Beachmaster Unit 1. We work along with them. We fall in the same, not command, but group. So we work alongside with each other. So what their mission is they help us out when we storm the beach or we hit any ramps. So they set up the beach and ramp for us to hit safely with security and stuff like that. All right. Our job as being part of the LCU, we transport up to 440 personnel to the beach. If you guys ever, I know you got a lot of veterans here, but if you ever seen like the movie Saving Private Ryan, stuff like that, when they storm the beach, it's kind of similar to that. In case we have to take any equipment, stuff like that, or personnel to Stormer Beach, that's our job. And BMU's there to support us and help us out. Normally when we storm a beach, we usually use 2 crafts, you know, in case we get stuck and get pulled out. All right, but we go back to the Vietnam era. Actually, a little bit before that, we go back to 1947. So that's when our command was established, and we still are present now. So in our command, we just uplined a new unit, which is working with the recon guys.
MRF.
Yeah, MRF, Maritime Reaction Force. So they work with special recon guys. So they get a lot of, I don't know if you heard of what went on with Yemen up in May of last year. So they were part of that, supporting, helping out, and doing supportings, you know, trying to stop the terrorists from entering Yemen and stuff like that. So they work alongside with the recon guys. So that's part of AC1, AC12. But we have 3 of them. We have MRF, we have us, which is the LCU department, and like I said, it's 11 crafts, part of my department, that and provide, it's like about 85 personnel that, you know, maintain these crafts. And then we also have MPF, which is Maritime Pre-Positioning Force. So in case any hazard that goes on around the world, they're the first ones to fly out there and help out for humanitarian work. So that's part of our command, and that's what we do. I love it. We're located over at, I know we always say it's the Navy SEAL base. That's where we're at. It's Naval Amphibious Base. But that's where all the SEAL training is at. That's where we're located. You'll normally see us if you go down there, especially traveling to Beachmaster Unit 1. We're right next door to those guys. And you can see our crafts. If you guys are ever down there, you ain't got to make no plans to like schedule anything with us. Normally we stand 24-hour duty. So a lot of our sailors are welcome to, you know, show you around the command. I know my guys do. I'm in charge of 10 personnel, so normally that's what goes down. Whenever we see somebody just walking around, we normally go ahead and ask, "Hey, you guys want a tour?" Something like that. They're very happy, you know, to do so. So you guys are more than welcome. Wow, 10 minutes is a long time, Chief. It's a long time, Chief.
You're doing good.
What else can I say? Like I said, I'm just very thankful. I'm very thankful to be here. This is a great place. That resort you guys put us on, Chief. It's,
like that?
My kids were more excited than I was, I think, but I was up there. I was really up there. And going back to, I know Chief said something about the Zoom walk. It was cool seeing the Zoom walk pull in down to San Diego. So we're right across the harbor, so we can see ships, you know, going back and forth. So it's actually a good opportunity. We're trying to work on going over there too and get a tour ourselves. You know, it's not that easy because everybody else is, you know, impressed with the ship, the Zoom walk. So. I'm very thankful for what you guys do, and definitely I'm going to take this back to San Diego, especially to my colleagues, and tell them, hey, this is a good foundation you guys got going on. And like I said, I never heard of it until I was approached by my master chief back in my command, and I talked to one of my buddies, and he said he was here, say about 6 months ago, and he said it was outstanding. It was outstanding for being up here and the support you guys gave him. So we're very thankful for this, and very appreciative. Really am. Thanks, Chief.